Hi, this is Dave Worden. I'm here with another mouthpiece test today. This time I'm testing the much talked about Denis Wick mouthpiece, the SM4UH. I had to look down to make sure I got all the letters right. It's the Heroes mouthpiece that we talk about. You'll see it's a little bit different profile than other mouthpieces so far. Compared to the standard 4AL that I've used for a long time. You can see the Heroes has more body down here, more weight down here, and it's a heavier mouthpiece, you can feel that. I think it's not quite as heavy down here as the original Ultra mouthpieces were, but nonetheless it's considerably heavier than the standard Wick Classic model. I'll show some pictures also to help you get a little idea of the depth of the mouthpiece. It's fairly deep. I believe the throat is slightly narrower than the standard Wick 4AL Classic. One of the tests I like to use is to insert pencils into the backbore like this, and the amount they stick out is an indication of how wide the backbore is at this point, about the time the pencil runs out of room and can't go any further. It's a good indication of how wide the backbore is, and I'll show you some pictures. You can see that compared to the other mouthpieces I use. I'll also give you some examples about the depth of the mouthpiece. This is slightly deeper than I'm used to, and I test that often by dropping a quarter into the end of the mouthpiece and seeing how far down it goes. That's a little hard to visualize, so I've started lately using a number of quarters. So the number of quarters I can stack before they start to come even or slightly above the rim is an indication of how deep this is. Compared to my classic 4AL, the dimension here across the rim seems slightly larger, not very much, and not too hard to get used to. Perhaps the most noticeable difference when you first try the mouthpiece is the rim is slightly sharper on the inside. According to the famous Bach mouthpiece manual that's been around for decades now, a sharper rim can give you a better attack. It can also increase your endurance, but this is very personal and depends on the user and how you play. But I thought I'd mention that because that's probably the first thing you'll notice. I'll do some playing for you today, back and forth on a few different examples, and show you what I think about the dimensions of the mouthpiece as well as I can. As with any mouthpieces, it'll be more or less suited to how you play. And it depends on your style, the way you blow, the shape of your lips, and many other things, how much pressure you use. A lot of factors go into which mouthpiece you might choose. But it's a very good mouthpiece. It gives a nice sound. The balance they've done with the thinner hole, if you will, the smaller hole in the throat, and the deeper cup can make it easier for some people to get into the high register based on what I've read. I don't find that to be true for myself, but again, it depends on how you produce the high register, just exactly how you play. But in any case, they've come up with a nice balance as another choice in our mouthpiece realm that we have. I'll make the following disclaimer that I should make with any mouthpiece test that I do. This is not magic. For me personally, I like the mouthpiece. I don't know yet if it's the one. I'm still in the middle of testing it. But it's a nice mouthpiece, and it's definitely worth considering if you get a chance to try one. Those are my thoughts. Thanks for listening today.